Ford Raptor has been one of Ford's most popular performance vehicles over the past decade, outselling sports cars from other brands and even some Mustangs over the years. And now there's an all-new third-generation model coming out this year. With me to talk about it is Ford President of the Americas and Global Markets, Kumar Galhotra. This thing has been a really enduring success. I think it's actually improved in sales over the years. What's really been the driver for this big, fast pickup truck?
Well, thanks for having me, Gary. It is a fast pickup truck. It is a very precise pickup truck. It's got great capability. It's just a passion product, a halo product for us. And it started out as a small project within the truck team and has really grown into its own franchise, which is fantastic.
Few changes for this year. Most notably, you've got coil springs in the rear if you want to get a little bit technical with it. Tell me what else is fresh for 2021.
Oh, all kinds of cool stuff. A 5-link rear suspension that's inspired by the Baja 1000 trophy type of trucks. It's got class-leading wheel travel, which is very, very important to these customers. Class-leading off-road clearance angles, also very important to these customers. Class-leading ground clearance, front and rear Foxline valve shocks. So all of that is in the suspension setup, which is sort of the crown jewel of a vehicle like this. Of course, we have a new 3.5-liter EcoBoost high output engine, twin turbo, 450 horsepower, 510 pounds of torque, and most importantly, connectivity. All of our vehicles now have modems in them. So will this vehicle. So the vehicle doesn't really get old from the perspective of features and technology. It'll have capability of over-the-air updates. That's going to be really, really exciting. 500-mile range, and a lot of other cool stuff coming on this product.
You're also offering that pro-powered generator that the other F-150s have. So this is an actual pickup truck. It's not just for jumping around in the desert.
Absolutely. Pro power on board, 2 kilowatts of power. You can charge, if you have electric dirt bikes, you can charge those. A lot of people have air compressors with them. Those will work. Other electronics, appliances that you might want to use. So you have literally power with you for those types of applications.
Now, this hasn't had any competition in the first 10 years. It does now. Your friends over at Ram have the TRX. They call it the T-Rex. They've got a little picture of it eating a Raptor inside the engine bay, which has 702 horsepower. I know you've also got a Raptor R coming later this year. Is that going to be competing with the TRX head on, or is that a different type of beast altogether?
Well, let me just get back to where we started the conversation earlier. The horsepower is one element of this vehicle. But for the capability, the true capability, the true off-roaders, the true desert racers, that's just one part of it. It's the total package of having class-leading wheel travel, the off-road clearance, the ground clearance, the off-road angles, I'm sorry, the shocks, significant weight advantage. We're 600 pounds, nearly 600 pounds lighter in handling, in racing. That makes a huge difference. So it is a total package. And like you said, for people who might want more power, we are going to come out with a Raptor R, and it's going to have a V8 in it. So we're not talking numbers yet, but let's stay tuned and see what happens.
You've turned Bronco into a brand. You've turned Mustang into a brand. Overseas, you have other Raptor models. Is this something you're going to expand more here in the U.S. pretty soon?
Yes, because those are such iconic names. And when I say iconic, it's the heritage of it. It is the promise that name and that history makes to our customers. F-150 is an iconic brand. So is Mustang, and we've expanded the Mustang family now into the all-electric Mustang, Bronco Sport. So yes, our strategy is to continue to leverage our strengths and build on those strengths and really leverage the brand strength that comes with those iconic nameplates.
Let's talk about one of those, the Mach-E that's been on sale for several weeks now. It's being delivered to dealers and to buyers. Do you have a sense of how that's working out for you and how that's going to go the rest of the year as far as sales are concerned on your first purpose-built electric car?
It's doing absolutely fantastic. The turn rate of when the vehicles get to the dealer, a number of days and before it sells is in single digits. We're selling everything we make. The initial feedback, both from media and from the customers, has been phenomenal. It's a great vehicle to drive, delivers on the promise of the Mustang. Excellent HMI and that center screen that totally transforms the experience of the vehicle. And of course, it's got great range and great drivability. So off to a great start.
President Biden this week announced he's transitioning the entire government fleet to electric, 650,000 cars. Seems like there's a lot of opportunity there for a brand like Ford. Has that affected what you might do going forward, or do you feel like you're already in a position to take advantage of that situation?
So the U.S. federal government is a great customer of ours. As you know, in the commercial vehicle area, we have very strong presence through F-150s, F-250s, and up to F-750, and also in SUVs. So it's great news that President Biden is moving the administration in that direction. And with our vehicles like the transit van, all electric transit van coming and the F-150 battery electric coming, we definitely see some opportunity there to satisfy that demand.
One vehicle I know you've sold to the federal government in the past is the Raptor. The Border Patrol has used them down there on the Mexican border. You are working on electric F-150. Could we see an electric Raptor coming pretty soon? That works out for all these people.
Well, eventually we're going to electrify most of that's where the industry is going. That's where our company is going. We're trying to lead in that space, but nothing specific I can talk about on the F-150 Raptor kind of space yet, the F-150 BEV Raptor space. But we're gonna, as you were talking about, we're having a great Raptor launch coming up, and then a Raptor R soon after that.
All right. Kumar Galhotra, thanks for talking to us about the Raptor. If you want to find out more about that and everything else Ford has coming down the pipeline, head on over to foxnewsautos.com.